Welcome to the Needs Languages. I am glad you are here. Today we are going to talk about conflict as a trigger and why we often fight about work tasks when we are actually fighting about safety and belonging. In our last video, we explored how the leadership mirror causes us to project our past onto our managers. Today, we are shifting our focus to team-level conflict. Have you ever noticed that a disagreement over a project deadline or a minor change in a process can suddenly escalate into something much more personal and heated? That happens because we aren't just arguing about the work, we are arguing about the unmet needs beneath the work, and many times we aren't even aware of it. When a conflict arises, our brains often scan for threats to our psychological safety. If you have an unaddressed need for validation, a peer questioning your idea might feel like a fundamental threat to your competence. If you have a deep-seated need for autonomy, a manager assigning you a specific process might feel like an attempt to disempower you. In these moments, the actual work task becomes secondary to the internal experience of being misunderstood, ignored, or devalued. This is where the needs languages framework is vital. We stop viewing the conflict as a personality clash and start viewing it as a breakdown in communication regarding core needs. Instead of defending your position or attacking the other person, you can shift the conversation. When you feel that spike of defensiveness, you can name the need. I feel like my contribution isn't being considered and I need to feel heard so I can contribute effectively. This simple pivot moves the team from a cycle of blame to a cycle of problem solving. The goal isn't to eliminate conflict that is impossible in a healthy team. The goal is to change the nature of that conflict. By identifying the need behind the tension, you turn a destructive fight into a constructive conversation about how you work best together. But what happens when we don't have these conversations? When we let those individual wounds fester, they don't just stay with us. They begin to dictate the entire culture of our team. Then, the team can become toxic. Think of the one apple that is starting to rot in the barrel. What happens to the other apples around it? This is the third part of our 6-part series. If you are finding this helpful, share it with others so they can be helped too. And remember to like and subscribe. For more information, visit our website, theneedslanguages.com. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll discuss how those unaddressed individual wounds can ripple outward to create an entire team-wide toxic ecosystem.